I do. Thank you. Thank you, Hero. Uh, Thank you guys from Paribus for coming up here. I have one thing that never really sits well with me when I hear about projects that are using NFTs as collateral or some sort of value is that I just don't believe in valuations of NFTs. And
Mm.
I get pushback a lot on this in the space, but in light of what's been happening in the sexes, the centralized exchanges, and how fake their valuations are, I mean, how can you trust the valuation of an NFT when distribution is between at max 4,000 wallets, and many times it's 1,500 wallets, and one individual might hold several hundred of those. So,
Yeah.
how can you trust any sort of NFT valuation when there's no liquidity? Um, that's my question.
Yeah, sure. So in overall, I don't particularly trust the subjective valuations. That's like me saying, "Oh, your NFT is worth this much," and I'm saying, My NFT is worth that much." That's sort of a valuation that I would not like to give out loans on, which is why we went down the route of more sort of objective and concrete data, which is why we're doing AI-based valuations because it's based on the metrics and it's based on the on-chain transactions, which are fully transparent. I understand the concerns about, you will see how much of a fluff and how much of air these valuations are full of when you look at the centralized exchanges, but it's a different concept, right? The whole problem with decentralized exchanges is you don't really know what they're doing until they become insolvent or they are close to bankruptcy. So that's why I trust on-chain data and on-chain trading way more than I would trust any centralized exchange, regardless of how much money they have or how many users they have. And it's the same concept we're carrying over to NFTs. We have tools and data analysis tools right now today in the market that can analyze trades across hundreds of marketplaces or hundreds of collections that could label trades as wash trading. They could label wallets as market manipulators if they're just transacting between themselves or between a bunch of groups. So there are tools that we're making use of. For example, we have integrated with a sort of NFT style. So I don't know if you guys know chain analysis. These guys are like a big player in the space, sort of blacklisted wallets and making sure transactions are not coming from illegitimate sources. They have some sort of a similar tool for NFT side where you can actually track down collections, continuously watch them, and if anyone's doing something weird like wash trading or pumping up the floor price, they actually get reported to within this entity's database, and then you just query that database. If token ID matches or if the wallet matches a certain thing, then you know this is a dodgy account, so you should not accept anything from them. So these type of these type of checks are in place today, and this gives reassurance to the valuations that we're setting. And remember, I said the TVLs that we give is 40 to 50% of the actual NFT value. This is considering the illiquid market of NFTs that are currently today.